the globe. And this reminds me of something that happened about 170 years ago, when Ireland was in a state of famine. And people in Ireland were dying in the hundreds of thousands out of starvation. In about 1845. And this sparked the wave of Irish immigration into North America, to the United States and to Canada. It was the famine. People were, especially poor people, were unable to eat. People were dying, literally dying of starvation. And the world tried to support, but they could not deal with the famine. The Muslim Caliph at the time, Abdul Majid al-Awwal, the Ottoman Caliph, he reaches out to Ireland and he offers 10,000 sterling, which now estimates in the hundreds of millions and probably billions, as a gift and support from the Muslim Caliphate, from the Muslim world at the time, to Catholic Ireland at the time, because of the famine and the starvation. And who stands in the face of this? The British Queen Victoria. Because she herself donated 2,000 sterling to Ireland and refused that anyone offers more than she did. Thus, Abdul Majid al-Awwal, the Muslim Caliph at the time, could only give to the people of Ireland 1,000 sterling. What did he do with the remaining 9,000? He bought provisions. He bought wheat. He bought corn, different types of food to be consumed. And then he set a whole fleet of Ottoman ships in order to sail to Ireland, in order to drop all of this food and all of this provision to Ireland, to the people who need it. And they were stopped by the British fleet. And they were prevented from delivering that. So they ended up to some sort of a small port in Ireland, and they delivered all of that to the Irish people. That's what the Muslim world did about 170 years ago. And it's not for the purpose of show. It's not for the purpose of publicity and propaganda. This is what Islam really is. This is part and parcel of what Islam is. And where does the problem lie? Why don't we see today more examples of this? It doesn't have to be the Ottoman Empire. It doesn't have to be the Caliph. It doesn't have to be a community. It could be an individual. It could be you and I, every one of us. And why look too far? Don't search for nations who are in starvation. Look for people at home, people who need it, our children, our spouses, our neighbors. People who are sitting right next to you in the masjid, people who work with you in the workplace, sitting right with you in the same office. How come we have turned a blind eye as Muslims to these beautiful meanings in our religion? How come? That's when we take Islam in a technical way. You know the great companion Ammar ibn Yasir radiyallahu anhu,